Things you wouldn't hear on a science documentary.
My favourite element is helium. I can't speak highly enough of it.
The solar system is so vast that it could comfortably accommodate your mum.
The most fascinating thing is, if you really spend enough time looking at the alignment of the stars, your wife will leave you.
They call it dark matter. Well, whatever it is, I've tried to flush it 4 times and it's still bloody there.
The light from this new, distant planet takes so long to get here that we're actually seeing things that happened years ago, and that's why scientists have named it Dave.
Tonight, we're discussing sports science. Is it a real job, or is it just PE when it's raining?
In our next experiment, we're going to prove that putting Dara O'Brien in a room full of young people still doesn't make science interesting.
I think we've got the points.
So, if we look through the telescope, we can see the biggest black hole ever found. Oh, no, I've left the lens cap on.
Weren't D-Ream shit?
How does your granny's stair lift work? Well, it's all to do with nanotechnology.
No, Nigel, that's not how you make a test tube baby. Get your penis out of the test tube.
So this is amazing, right? So what you're saying is that somewhere, Professor Cox, in a parallel universe, there is a me with hair. That's right, Dara.
Things you wouldn't hear on a science documentary.
The dinosaurs were wiped out by a giant asteroid. Silly them for all standing in the same place.
Does it burn anything other than Bunsen?
He named the star after himself, and now we find ourselves looking at Arthur Cockmonster III.
So, it glows in the dark and it has a half-life of 1,000 years. Frankly, I've never done a poo like it.
On today's show, we'll be talking about the Jurassic period, where only dinosaurs and Bruce Forsyth roam the earth. He's old, isn't he?
For Sarah Palin, it's conclusive proof that man and dinosaur existed together. For everybody else, the Flintstones is just a cartoon.
Next, biology. Why is that gorilla so sexy?
Let the proton see the electron.
Scientists in Loughborough found the formula to make the perfect cup of tea, which is quite controversial as the grant was for AIDS research.
You've been watching me, Richard Dawkins. Good night and God bless.
See, and the problem with cocaine is it's well Moorish.
Well, we could ask a proper scientist about this, or we could ask Dara O'Brien.
Hello, my name's Dara O'Brien. And to try and bring science to the masses, I'm going to appear in a programme with Stephen Hawking wearing a ridiculous hat.
Just enough with the, you know... I love that hat, by the way.
Hello, I'm Dara O'Brien. And I've got a massive head and a massive brain. But all I get to do in this bit is just press a little button.
Mr. O'Brien, I award you a PhD. Phenomenal head, Dara.
I would just like to say that I think Dara O'Brien's a legend.
I work with Dara O'Brien. And today, my experiment is to turn this joke into a P45.
Things you never hear in a science documentary.
And your host is not Dara O'Brien.
The UK consumes more coke than any other country in Europe. So why can't I find my dealer anywhere?
Hi, I'm Brian Cox, and I'm here with my favourite bald comic companion, Tom Allen.
The human body is 80% water. What would it feel like if it wasn't? Well, much better. I've needed that piss since breakfast.
There's two main rules when it comes to magnetism: attraction and repulsion. Sorry, not magnetism, Tinder.
And this right here is the exact spot where man crawled out of the sea and attempted to walk. Welcome to Ibiza Uncovered.
So I dedicated my entire life to becoming a rocket scientist, only to discover years later that it didn't impress Shania Twain at all.
NASA have finally solved the problem of lack of motivation at work with this, a rocket small enough to put up your arse.
The planet used to be one large landmass called Pangaea before its inhabitants voted for Pangexit.
If you look around, chemistry is everywhere, except in my marriage.
Well, stand back and put your safety goggles on, and let's see what happens when I pop a Viagra.
We finally discovered what dolphins are actually saying to each other, and it turns out they're quite racist.
Welcome to the documentary you switched to when your mum walked in on you watching porn.
Well, we've got it up to 70%. That's enough, isn't it?
Some say science and religion can't mix. But if not for DNA, we wouldn't have caught these priests.
As Archimedes lay in the bath, he made his greatest discovery yet. Dicks float.
And that was Buzz Aldrin there, talking about, believe it or not, the fucking moon again. Jesus Christ, mate, change it up.
Unlikely lines to hear on a science programme.
After working on the equation for 30 years, Professor Stevens made an incredible discovery. His wife had left him and he'd wasted his life.
The trade in human organs is shocking. This kidney cost me nearly a tenner.
Today, we're going to be making a bomb using chapati flour and hydrogen peroxide.
Which is faster, a dog or a crossbow bolt?
And that's how God created the world in 7 days.
I
escape from a Petri dish!
Hello, my name's Jade Goody.
And that is how we can prove that aluminium is gay.
A cure for acute depression may be just around the corner. Oh, here it is. A train.
And as the mighty lion shakes the life out of this tiny gazelle, I feel strangely horny.
Well, that test was conclusive. Cats have one life.
Unlikely things to hear in a science programme.
1643. The cold air balloon is invented. But it doesn't really take off.
For Einstein, it was easy to choose a DJ name. He would be MC squared.
Hello, I'm Dr. Gillian McKeith, and today I'll be sifting through your poop. Why? Because I was never hugged as a child.
Now on 5, crop circles, myth or bollocks?
Next, to demonstrate chaos theory, we've locked Boris Johnson in a room with an aardvark and some magic mushrooms.
I was the man who discovered DNA. I wasn't going to call it that, but I was giving a lecture to the Royal Society, and I said, gentlemen, I believe I've discovered the genetic fingerprint of all human life. Ta-da!
I've been Richard Dawkins. Good night and God bless. Shit!
Thanks to carbon dating, this skeleton is now going out with a short-sighted geology student who likes thin people that don't talk much.
1891. Sir Alexander Graham Benn receives the first wrong number telephone call.
He realised that this equation was going to take him absolutely years. So he switched to a media studies course, which was a piece of piss.
I did have here a pie chart to demonstrate obesity.
Apart from the human, the only animal to enjoy having sex is the dolphin. I had to shag a lot of animals to find that out.
I'm a meerkat, she's not lying.
Tonight we'll be discussing molecular science. Our guests are Sir Patrick Moore, Robert Winston, and Dappy off of N-Dubs.
With their tiny arms, could the T-Rex self-pleasure? Let's find out in another edition of Wanking with Dinosaurs.
Unlikely things to hear in a science documentary.
Having cloned Ian Wright, we now know that 2 Ian Wrights don't make an Ian wrong.
Erectile dysfunction. Physical problem? Or has the wife just let herself go a bit?
Well, this is incredible. This is a whole new species of miniature tiger. Oh, no, hang on, it's a cat.
Now, pay attention. Here comes the shampoo bit.
We discovered the source of the quark. It's the sound made by a posh duck.
This is a red dwarf. His name is Anthony Worrell Thompson.
Welcome to the sky at night. And if we look out, oh, hell, Croydon's on fire!
Despite getting a very bad press, biological weapons work at much lower temperatures than non-biological weapons.
Without penicillin, well, I'd still be cursing that day I went to Bangkok.
Tonight we look at the ginger community. Physical anomaly or God's cruel joke?
Ah, the Northern Lights. Oh no, Manchester's on fire.
But will they find a cure in time? The last hope for mankind lies with scientists here at the Laboratoire Garnier.
Tonight on Show Me the Evidence, we look at the traveller community. Can they really put a curse on you?
And as the sperm swim towards the eggs, it's hard not to think that I've ruined this fried breakfast.
I'm never again going to have a fried breakfast.
Things you